What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. We have done the top 3 attack strategies at varying Town Hall levels, and today it is Town Hall 11, and coming in at number 3 we have the Hog Riders. Let me know down in the comments section your top 3 attack strategies at Town Hall 11 and leave a like if this one is helpful for you. Obviously subscribe for more Clash of Clans. Now with the Hog Riders, you've seen the technique at Town Hall 10, using that wall wrecker to come in as part of the kill squad, entitled the Hog Wrecker Attack Strategy. It's very similar at Town Hall 11. You do have the Eagle artillery to contend with, but you have the Grand Warden to help as well. Bowlers in this case, very helpful alongside the heroes. They get so much out of the middle of that base that the Hog Riders is then able to just come around the outside. And because you can use the wall wrecker to get into the base, you really can save on your spells and bring the heal spells right across the back end with the Hog Riders. So when they are in that big group, got a lot of spells to keep them alive, and you will see how important that is moving towards the end of this raid. Notice how we were able to just about keep the queen alive in this one. Very helpful if you can get them Hog Riders in quick enough to help out. But again, looking at the Hog Riders themselves as they get round to the end here, the heal spells very important, especially with them skeletons just chipping away at the Hog Riders all of the time. Obviously, if you can spare a poison into your army in order to help out with that, then it is very helpful. Getting towards that final wizard tower really doesn't matter how much health the Hog Riders finish up on, as long as they get through them defenses, they can then help with cleanup. And as you can see, storming through this base at number 3 for Town Hall 11. What do you think the number 1 attack strategy will be? What do you think it should be? Coming up in a couple of minutes. That is it for number 3. Moving on to attack strategy number 2 though, and it depends how you put this one forward. I'm putting it at number 2 in terms of strength, but in terms of usability and in terms of fresh hits, this one could be argued to be number 1. It's none other than the BoWitch. Now it has become definitely stronger with the use of the wall wrecker. You'll see in this one not really providing too much value as we came in from that Town Hall side, but the BoWitch was always a 3-star method, therefore the wall wrecker purely just added to it. Still definitely viable as long as you can jump your way through the base. Giants in this case able to tank very well for them single infernos, and because there are giants in the CC, dragons in the CC rather, you really do have to consider having that queen in the middle of the base rather than charging or walking her around the base. You need to consider having her in the middle, or at least a decent plan to take that down, because the giants, the dragon can do a phenomenal amount of damage onto your bowlers. Getting down to it here then, you can see how all of the mass troops in the middle have helped protect the queen, who still has her ability moving through to them final defenses. And really, if you can use the bowlers to hollow out the core, normally you have enough left towards the end of the raid. You'll see the witches coming around the outside with them healers. If you can get a couple of healers in there, if the air defense or perhaps more central in the base, then it's very helpful. It just helps keep them witches alive. Take note of the giant bomb that went off over on this left hand side of your screen. That just proves how important the healers are, and more often than not, this is actually what you see with them BoWitch attacks. Towards the end of the raid, your troops start going down, but then all of a sudden, they just have enough to overwhelm the base and ultimately get you that well-deserved 3-star attack. Let's move on to the number 1 attack strategy then. Again, these are all in my opinion, but I think from all of the different wars that I get to commentate on and get to take part in, I have a pretty good idea as to what is and isn't the strongest strategies. So coming in at number 1 for Town Hall 11, we have the Lavaloon Attack. Now the beauty about the Lavaloon is that it's so versatile. It is a very skilled attack though, a lot more difficult to put together than the BoWitch, but definitely more rewarding. You can use either siege machine. In this example, using the Hog Wrecker to come in as part of that kill squad, but certainly you could use more of a traditional kill squad, a queen charge, maybe suicide heroes, all depends on the setup. And often you do see people using the battle blimp to either house a lava hound, gets a lava hound to an area protected, or you can even do a two-pronged attack, send the siege machine to the town hall, then drop the lava hound out of it, which will change direction to an air defense. All depends on how you decide to do it, guys. But as you can see, the balloons getting in quick enough in order to protect our king, our queen and warden in the middle there, which is very helpful. Means that if push comes to shove, the queen might be able to help with a few defenses, but ultimately she can help with cleanup as well. Moving around to the final defenses here, you can see how the balloons start to clump up, and that is exactly what the balloons will do. You can bring them in surgically initially, but as you get around towards the end of the raid, they are going to clump up, so you need spells in order to deal with that. That's where the Rage and Heal comes in very handy here, as well as these two balloons on the back end just to tank for that wizard tower as well. Makes it ever so sweet in order to see this 3-star happen. Queen continuing to walk around the base alongside the minions and lava pups, which were obviously there as part of that cleanup as well. You can save them balloons to tank for wizard towers or splash damage, or equally just place them in towards the end as part of your cleanup. We do have one more Lavaloon attack, which I think, being the #1 attack strategy in this video, definitely worth showcasing to you. Again, if you found this one helpful and enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. It really does help out. And like I said, let me know down in the comments, what do you think your top 3 attack strategies are for Town Hall 11? Do you agree with me? So this one, you will see it's slightly different to the, well, I say slightly, it's quite a bit different to the other one. That's why I wanted to show you them both. This one really more of a suicide hero attempt, then using the battle blimp instead of the siege machine. So you can see the queen, pretty sure we were wanting to get that wizard tower but didn't quite pay off, manages to get the job done anyway. We're still coming forward with a kill squad, just more of a traditional kill squad. So the jump spell is in, alongside the rage spell, the bowlers. King decides to go for a little bit of a walk, but then comes back in and ultimately gets the job done. The queen goes down, the CC goes down, and a single target inferno goes down, which is always very nice. Then we're ready to start that Lavaloon portion. Do not wait, guys, get them balloons straight in. You will see the battle blimp in this case used to house a lava hound as well, so it in itself is popping off some air traps, and then we have a full health lava hound pops out on top of that air defense. Now you can house balloons in there as well. You can actually use the battle blimp to just drop the balloons onto a certain defense. All depends again on the layout itself, but as you can see, moving around towards the end here has them spells. Now we only have one heal spell left, so what we do is prioritize, or what Karina does here, she prioritizes the wizard tower and the inferno tower, because getting to this wizard tower, kind of wanted the queen to take that out, could have saved a balloon for it, but ultimately if we use that heal spell early on, and the recognition to do that is very good, that means that we have full health balloons moving towards that wizard tower on the back end. Even if the balloons have 1% health, as long as they get through it, that's all we need. Ultimately, we had enough troops here to deal with cleanup, but even if the balloons have that little bit health, that's enough. There's no defenses left to get the job done here and help with cleanup. So that wraps it up for this one, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Like I said, let me know your top 3 down in the comment section. But I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out.